Nitai Chaitanya Chandra Nitai Gaura Chandra Gaura Hari Jaya Radha Nila Madhav Radha Nila Madhav Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Nila Madhav Radha Nila Madhav Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Giridhari Radha Giridhari Shri Radhe Jaya Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Jaya Giri Govardhan Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol
You again.
6:50. 6:50 would be our time.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Long announcements about Diwali and next weekend.
Okay.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Oh, Chirag? Chirag?
Yes, yes.
Here. Which of these should I use?
Public. Let me ask Mother Chandra for this one. Gopinath Prabhu's going to help you. He's the man.
Just put it in. Hare Krishna. We welcome you to Hare Krishna Dham as we continue our celebrations of the holy month of Kartik or Damodar. And I will be reading a verse on that exact subject. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitangscha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Srila Gurudeva. Jayom Vishnupad Paramhansa Pariprajakacharya Asto Tarasata Sri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Iskcon founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayom Vishnupad Paramhansa Pariprajakacharya Asto Tarasata Sri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Se Kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath. Shyamakunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Navadvip Dham Ki Jai. Jamuna Mai Ki Jai. Ganga Mai Ki Jai. Tulsi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Samveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Glories to Srila Prabhupada. We shall read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 9. Mother Yashoda binds Lord Krishna. Text 19. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Please repeat. Evam. Sandarshita. Hi. Anga. Harina. Prityavasyata. Savashena. Api. Krishnena. Yasya. Idam. Sa Ishwaram. Vashe. Evam Sandarshita Yanga. Harina Britya Vashyata. Swavashena Pi Krishnena. Yasyedam Sheshparam Vashe. Evam Sandarshita Yanga. Harina Britya Vashyata. Swavashena Pi Krishnena. Yasyedam Seshwaram Vashe. Evam. In this manner. Sandarshita was exhibited. He indeed. Anga. O Maharaj Parikshit. Harina, by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Prityavashyata, his transcendental quality of becoming subordinate to his servitor or devotee. Svavashena, who is within the control only of his own self. Api, indeed, Krishnena, by Krishna, Yasya, of whom, Idam, the whole universe, Sa Ishwaram, with the powerful demigods, like Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma, Vashe, under the control. Translation. O Maharaj Parikshit, this entire universe, with its great exalted demigods like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, and Lord Indra, is under the control of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yet the Supreme Lord has one transcendental attribute. He comes under the control of his devotees. This was now exhibited by Krishna in this pastime. Please repeat. O Maharaj Parikshit, this entire universe, with its great exalted demigods, like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, and Lord Indra, is under the control of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yet the Supreme Lord has one transcendental attribute. He comes under the control of his devotees. This was now exhibited by Krishna in this pastime. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. This pastime of Krishna's is very difficult to understand, but devotees can understand it. It is therefore said, Darshayam tadvidam loka atmano bhaktavashyatam. Bhagavatam 10:11-9. The Lord displays the transcendental attribute of coming under the control of his devotees. As stated in the Brahma Samhita, Eko pyaso rachaitum jagadanda kotim yachaktir asti jagadanda chayayadanta andantarasta paramanu chayantarastam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. By his one plenary portion as Paramatma, the Lord controls innumerable universes with all their demigods. Yet he agrees to be controlled by a devotee. In the Upanishads, it is said that the Supreme Personality of Godhead can run with more speed than the mind. But here we see that although Krishna wanted to avoid being arrested by his mother, he was finally defeated, and Mother Yashoda captured him. Lakshmi Sahasrashata Sambrahma Sevyamanam. Krishna is served by hundreds and thousands of goddesses of fortune. Nonetheless, he steals butter like one who is poverty-stricken. Yamaraj, the controller of all living entities, fears the order of Krishna. Yet Krishna is afraid of his mother's stick. These contradictions cannot be understood by one who is not a devotee. But a devotee can understand how powerful is unalloyed devotional service to Krishna. It is so powerful that Krishna can be controlled by an unalloyed devotee. This Bhrityavashyata does not mean that he is under the control of the servant. Rather, he is under the control of the servant's pure love. In Bhagavad Gita 121, it is said that Krishna became the chariot driver of Arjuna. Arjuna ordered him, Senayor ubayor madhye, ratam stapaya mechuta. My dear Krishna, you have agreed to be my charioteer and to execute my orders. Place my chariot between the two armies of soldiers. Krishna immediately executed this order. And therefore one may argue that Krishna also is not independent. But this is one's ajnana, ignorance. Krishna is always fully independent. When he becomes subordinate to his devotee, this is a display of Ananda Chinmaya Rasa, the humor of transcendental qualities that increases his transcendental pleasure. Everyone worships Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and therefore he sometimes desires to be controlled by someone else. Such a controller can be no one else but a pure devotee. Translation again. O Maharaj Parikshit, this entire universe, with its great exalted demigods like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, and Lord Indra, is under the control of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yet the Supreme Lord has one transcendental attribute. He comes under the control of his devotees. This was now exhibited by Krishna in this pastime. This verse has particular personal significance to me because at the time of Srila Prabhupada's departure from this world, there was a controversy, and within my mind, I could not resolve it. But after Srila Prabhupada left, I came across this verse, and this verse gave the answer. The controversy was in Srila Prabhupada's last days in Vrindavan, and we're approaching that time of year. So Srila Prabhupada was very ill, bedridden in Vrindavan, and Govardhan Puja was approaching. And he expressed a desire to go on parikrama, to Govardhan Hill. As he said, we must participate. At that time, His Holiness Lokanath Swami had been traveling through India with the bullock cart and preaching, and Srila Prabhupada was very pleased with Lokanath Swami's program, and to encourage him, or at least that seemed to be one of Srila Prabhupada's reasons, he asked Lokanath Swami to take him on a bullock cart to Govardhan Hill. Now this expressed desire of Srila Prabhupada's caused a great controversy among his disciples. The disciples who were serving him personally most closely, which included Tamal Krishna Goswami, Bhakti Charu Swami, Bhakti Swarup Damodar Swami, and Bhavananda Goswami. They were completely against this idea because they felt that Srila Prabhupada's delicate condition would not be able to sustain the rigors of that journey. And Lokanath Swami said, they could put a mattress on the bullock cart, but still, Srila Prabhupada's personal staff was totally opposed. And Srila Prabhupada had a very nice Kaviraj, Ayurvedic doctor. He actually had a dream about a Ramanuja Kaviraj, and the devotees found this Ramanuja Kaviraj. He was also completely against this plan. He also felt that Srila Prabhupada may not survive the journey. But there was another group of disciples led by Hansaduta Prabhu who argued that it's not our duty to question the order of the spiritual master. Our duty is simply to execute the order. And we should not try to impose our ideas or our will on the spiritual master. So, as the date approached, Srila Prabhupada was quite adamant that he wanted to go on parikrama to Govardhan Hill. So, Bhakti Charu Swami thought that maybe if Srila... We'll get it. That Srila Prabhupada's a god brother, Akinchana Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj might be able to convince him because he was a god brother. So Bhakti Charu Swami and many of Prabhupada's god brothers were coming to see him because it seemed like the end was near. So they were coming to, pay their respects to him. So Bhakti Charu Swami arranged to serve prasad to Babaji Maharaj, sort of near the kitchen, away from Srila Prabhupada's room where he was lying on his bed. And he explained the whole situation to him, and he asked Babaji Maharaj to prevail upon Srila Prabhupada not to go. And meanwhile, Tamal Krishna Goswami and Bhavananda Goswami were upstairs discussing. So after Babaji Maharaj finished prasad, he came in the room, and just at that time, almost exactly, Tamal Krishna Goswami and Bhavananda Goswami came down. And Srila Prabhupada knew what was happening. And he said, so you request me not to go. And Tamal Krishna Goswami said, you know, we were in so much anxiety thinking of you making that trip. And, you know, even with a mattress, you know, your condition is so delicate, you would be jostled to and fro. You could die on the way. People could even accuse us, your disciples, of killing you. And Babaji and Prabhupada said, Babaji Maharaj, you also agree? He said, yes, you should not attempt this journey now. So Srila Prabhupada said, all right, you know, I will not put you into anxiety. That is not my duty. And so Srila Prabhupada didn't go, and a few days later, as we observe on the calendar, just a couple of days after Govardhan Puja, Srila Prabhupada departed. So even after Srila Prabhupada left, this controversy continued. And Hansaduta Prabhu and the other devotees who felt, you know, we should just follow the order of the spiritual master, we shouldn't question his order or try to impose our will on him, they were making the same points. And although personally I was closer to the devotees who were serving Srila Prabhupada in his personal staff, like Tamal Krishna Goswami and Bhakti True Swami, Bhakti Sri Damodar Swami. But philosophically, I couldn't really come to a definite conclusion because they both seemed to have valid points. So after Srila Prabhupada left, maybe a couple of days after he left. So well, of course, this particular volume had just come out. And the system was that whenever a new volume would come out, the BBT would send Srila Prabhupada a copy with gold embossing. So my practice when I could is I would go into Srila Prabhupada's room and chant japa. And this one day, soon after he left, I was chanting behind the head of his bed where he had his bookshelves, and my eyes came across that new volume of the Bhagavatam that had just come. And I opened it up to this verse. It opened to this very verse. And so I thought that this is what happened with Srila Prabhupada, that he came under the control of his devotees. Or as Srila Prabhupada says, he doesn't exactly come under the control of the devotee. Krishna doesn't exactly come under the control of the devotee, but he comes under the control of the devotee's love. So I'm sure that both sides in the controversy loved Srila Prabhupada, but the love of the devotees who wanted to keep Srila Prabhupada prevailed. And this was also part of what we perceived as a learning process that Srila Prabhupada was adopting to bring out our love for him. As we will read when we sing the Damodar Astakam, that this pastime is beyond awe and reverence, which is prominent in Vaikuntha. So it seemed that just as Lord Damodar was demonstrating that he's controlled by love, Srila Prabhupada was as well. That he came under the control of his devotees' love. So this is Srila Prabhupada acting as the transparent medium for Krishna. Of course, in Vrindavan, the devotees forget that Krishna is God. There's no awe and reverence and complete intimacy and freedom. And with the spiritual master, there's always an awareness that he is the spiritual master. We can never forget that he's the spiritual master. But still, within the awe and reverence with which we regarded Srila Prabhupada, he was drawing out our love. There was an earlier incident during this whole period when Srila Prabhupada was so ill. He was taking the position, because Srila Prabhupada's Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada said that he left early, that he didn't have to leave so soon, but because he was disgusted with some of his leading disciples who had become very materialistic, he left early. So we asked Srila Prabhupada, is that the case with you? Are you disgusted with us or displeased with us, and that's why you're leaving? And he said, no, I'm very happy with you. If Krishna allows me to remain in your association, I'll be very happy to do so. And all along, Srila Prabhupada's mood was, whatever Krishna desires. So at one stage, Srila Prabhupada stopped eating and drinking. And he had even mentioned that when his father wanted to leave his body, he also stopped eating and drinking. Some years ago, it's a little bit of a digression, but not much. Some years ago, there was a symposium here with me and one professor who's specialized on Hinduism and bioethics. And so this point came up about fasting until death. This is like a type of suicide, because suicide is forbidden. But it's not. When someone has a terminal disease, is going to die anyway, and doesn't want to go through that particular process, one can fast. So Srila Prabhupada had stopped eating and drinking, and Srila Prabhupada had a servant named Upendra Das. And Upendra, quite innocently, said to Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, you have to drink. If you don't drink, you'll become dehydrated. It won't be good for you. So Srila Prabhupada said, oh, you want me to drink? Call the GBC. In other words, it wasn't such a simple matter. So, all the GBC members and senior devotees came, and Srila Prabhupada said, Upendra wants me to drink. And if I drink, it means that I will stay alive longer. And if I stay alive longer, I will suffer so many inconveniences in this bodily condition. So, the devotees responded with what had been Srila Prabhupada's mood, whatever Krishna wants. But Srila Prabhupada surprised us all by saying, Krishna has given me the choice, which revealed, the intimate relationship between Srila Prabhupada and Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada said, so you all discuss and let me know what you decide. So all the devotees went out to the front room, the ante-room, to discuss. And Kirtanananda Swami was very lucid. He said, if Krishna has given Prabhupada the choice, and Prabhupada is giving us the choice, we should express ourselves. And, everyone said, we want Srila Prabhupada to stay. We want him to lead this movement. We want him to finish translating Srimad Bhagavatam, so many things. And someone said, well, not all the GBCs are here. And Brahmananda Swami, he's like a really big fellow, and he said, come on, what GBC is going to say they don't want Prabhupada to say? So we all went back in, and Kirtanananda Swami was designated to be the spokesperson. And as soon as he was about to speak, he broke down in tears. He was just sobbing. He couldn't speak. And Brahmananda Prabhu was behind him. He's like rubbing his back. And then Kirtanananda spoke, and he said, Srila Prabhupada, if Krishna has given you the choice, and you're giving us the choice, then don't go. We want you to stay. And Srila Prabhupada said, you have discussed and you all agree? And he said yes. Then Prabhupada, sort of like yawning, said, all right, which Satsvarupa Maharaj said was like the most casual decision about life and death ever. And then I think Atreya Rishi had brought some pomegranates from Iran. So Srila Prabhupada said, okay, I'll have pomegranate juice. And so Prabhupada had agreed to stay. And so coming back to this later incident just before Govardhan Puja, Srila Prabhupada said to Babaji Maharaj, just see how much they love me. And Tamal Krishna Goswami said to Srila Prabhupada, the way you deal with us is drawing out our love more and more. And Srila Prabhupada said, that is my duty. Means duty, but he said duty because that's how one of his professors at Scottish Churches College used to pronounce it. So we have the rules and regulations, and we have to follow the rules and regulations. But the ultimate purpose is to develop love for Krishna, for Srila Prabhupada, for Parampara. And so Srila Prabhupada engineered, you could say, this whole pastime to, draw out our love for him. And again, in that process, he came under the control of the devotee's love. So, our illustrious announcer, Chirag Bhatt, has informed me that I should end at 6:50. But I only realized that it was almost 6:50 now. So I'm going to, of course they do say it's easier to ask forgiveness than to take permission. So I will see if any of you want to if any of you have any questions or comments, you can say, and we'll do any of you have any questions or comments? Yes, sir. You love me only when I come? It's conditional. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. Yes.
I have a question on Prayopavesha, fasting unto death. I have a question on Prayopavesha, fasting unto death. This body, after all, belongs to Krishna, and we are supposed to keep it in good shape, stay healthy for the service of Krishna until our dying days. So, and I also heard that many great people, when it comes towards the very end, they usually do this fasting unto death. So what do the Shastras recommend? What is the right thing to do from the Shastra Yoni, Shastra section?
Oh, it's permitted. Many people, I would say every devotee wants to leave their bodies in good consciousness, clear consciousness, Krishna consciousness. And I don't remember the particulars of Mother Kirtida, but at a certain stage she decided that she was going to leave. She might have been fasting, but she was doing something. And at that time, Keshava Bharati Das Goswami was staying with me in Carpinteria in Santa Barbara, and we didn't want her to leave. So we phoned Tamal Krishna Goswami, and we told him, how we were feeling. And he said, she's a nurse. She knows exactly what to expect in terms of her body's deterioration. And she doesn't want to go through that. And he said, you can request her not to do that. You know, you can request her to stay longer, but I don't recommend you do that because she won't listen. She's going to run the red light. So, yeah, there are precedents. And yeah, I forget the name of that scholar who spoke with me here. He was an authority on Hinduism and bioethics, and he did discuss this point, and his conclusion, according to Shastra, according to the tradition, is that it is allowed and it's not considered suicide in the bad sense. Oh, there he is. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. Forgiveness is something I need to do, Maharaj, so you don't ever have to do that. I just follow the rules and regulations that are set here. And at times I am probably the bad guy, but I think some of you know this, that I'm really not a bad guy. If you ask my family, that may be a different story. Thank you so much, Giriraja Maharaj. And please, once more, please help me welcome Maharaj back in Houston. And I think we love Maharaj even when he is not in Houston. Maharaj will be signing his books today. The devotees will be selling. Maharaj has authored 3 books. Watering the Seed, that's Maharaj is describing his memories with Srila Prabhupada. Life's Final Exam, when Maharaj is speaking on death and dying from a Vedic perspective. And then Many Moons, when Maharaj is discussing all the departed Vaishnava souls, including His Holiness Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj and Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj and Kirtida Devi. So if you do not have these books, be sure to stop by, buy these books, and Maharaj will be happy to sign this for you. Maharaj is also selling 2 DVDs. One is Memory of Srila Prabhupada, and the other DVD is Srila Prabhupada in Mumbai. So please be sure to do that. Today we have 2 sponsors for our Sunday Feast program. Manjanath Krishnamurthy and Sujita, they're celebrating their son Akshar's birthday. Also Raghava and VG Srinivasan, they're seeking blessings of our Vaishnavas and also our deities. Today's Sunday Feast cooking is done by Saranga Thakur Prabhu and Seva Priya Mataji. Anyone here for the first time, please raise your hand. We welcome you. We have our new ambassador today, Mrs. Renu Gupta. She is in the back. As you exit the temple today, be sure to stop at the front desk and collect a gift from us. And we hope to see you again soon. Radhakrishna Prabhuji is starting a new class on November 3rd from 4 to 4:30. Bhakti Sadachar, an introduction to Bhagavad Gita. Prabhuji will be available in Gauranga Hall today to sign you up. Harivalla Prabhu, our residential devotee doctor, will be giving flu shots today and today only. He's only charging you $25, and all the money that he collects from you is donated to the temple. Normally those flu shots are $40 a person. So if you haven't taken the flu shot, Harivalla Prabhu will be happy to give it to you. Diwali is next Sunday. Next Sunday is our Diwali program. Our program here will start at 5 o'clock in the evening as part of our Sunday feast program. And as we do it every year, a candlelight arati is at 7 o'clock. We're very fortunate. His Holiness Giriraja Maharaj will be here with us on that day. And also the following day, when we celebrate Shri Giriraj Govardhan Appearance Day or Shri Giriraj Govardhan Puja Day, that day we also doing Go Puja this year. We're bringing our cows from our urban farm here, and you have an opportunity to worship in an indirect way. You can sponsor the Go or Cow Puja for only $108 and participate that way. That is also the day we do Annakut festival. We have a very special mountains and mountains of food being offered to our deities. This is the only day each and every one of you can bring bhoga offering for the deities. We ask you to bring this bhoga in a dry form as much as you can. And if you are going to bring bhoga, as you all know, of course there is no animal protein, but our deities don't like chocolate, our deities don't like mushrooms, our deities don't like garlic and onion, of course. So if you're going to bring these items, make sure you bring these items without those ingredients, and also that you use containers that are clean from being cooked with those ingredients. Today we will have some empty containers in Gauranga Hall for you to take the containers with you, so next Monday you can bring them with you. When we offer Damodar prayers, all of you are encouraged to offer the ghee lamp. We ask you to make sure that if you have young children with you, that you manage and monitor your young children, and as they handle the open flame with the lamp, make sure you're very careful in monitoring where and how you place it, where and how you offer it, because there are lots of devotees that are walking around. So please don't rush to offer the ghee lamp. We will let you offer the lamp as long as the prayers are ongoing. After Govardhan Puja, next Monday, Srila Prabhupada's Disappearance Day Festival is on Thursday, October 31st. And I highly recommend that you don't spend going around and doing trick-or-treat on 31st with your children, because this will be a treat for you to come to the temple and glorify Srila Prabhupada. The program is on Thursday, actual day of the Disappearance Day, and it will be here in the evening. So please come and participate in this program. The Sunday after that is our cultural program for our Diwali program, and that is in continuation of our Sunday feast program. That is on November 3rd, and the program on November 3rd starts at 5 o'clock. My apologies for being so long, but I need to make sure. We do need volunteers for Diwali program. Madhavi Gopi Mataji here somewhere? If you have not yet signed up to become a volunteer for our Diwali and Govardhan Puja, please see me and I'll be happy to connect you to Madhavi Gopi Mataji, who can sign you a specific task. Thank you so much. Hari Bol. Madhav Charan Prabhu will be chanting prayers.
All glory.
Families that are here that are sponsoring, please come forward and help us offer the arati there.
All glories, all glories, all glories to Srila Prabhupada's beloved son, His Holiness Giriraja Swami. Hari Hari Bol.